Hello and a very good day to all of you. A warm welcome to everyone to our Melta Negeri 9 chapter live webinar. I'm Yasmin Leong Pui Kwan binti Abdullah from the Melta Negeri 9 chapter, and I will be your moderator for today. Our chapter had just banded together, and we hope that these webinars organized will pave the way to more collaborations and informative discussion for the benefit of our English language educators. These webinars are beneficial and engaging for the viewers as they are interactive and make the distance feel less of a hurdle. Ladies and gentlemen, to begin today's session, I would like to invite the chapter leader for Melta Negeri 9 chapter, Dr. Zubaida Bibi binti Abdullah, Dr. Zubaida Bibi binti Mubarak Ali to give her welcoming speech. Hello, Dr. Zubaida.
Assalamualaikum. Good morning everyone. Welcome to our second webinar for the year, which will be presented by Dr. Zuhana Mohd Zin from UKM. Welcome and thank you for choosing to be with us now. Well, I pray that all of you are well, healthy and staying safe. It is indeed very challenging for teachers to teach during this time. Thus, today we hope to introduce you to an application that can ease remote teaching and learning. So please stay tuned with us till the end. I hope all of us will learn something new today. So stay safe and stay tuned.
Thank you, Dr. Zubaida, for the heartwarming welcome and insightful speech. It's a pleasure to have you with us today. Before we begin today's webinar, please spare me a few minutes to make a few important announcements regarding our session. Today's webinar will be conducted in two parts. The first session will be Levitate Online Learning with Loom webinar. The second session will be question and answer session. For the question and answer session later, if you have any questions for the speaker, please type in your question in the comment section in either our YouTube or Facebook live video. This comment section is located at the bottom of your screen. So, if you have any questions or anything you'd like to share about our topic, do hit the comment button and type away. Before we begin, I would like to request the participants to spare a couple of minutes to fill in the Before we begin, I would like to share a few gentle reminders with you. Okay, first of all, please do use a stable internet connection for optimum viewing. Number two, since this is a live video on YouTube and Facebook, viewers can post questions in the comment section. Number three, the question and answer session will be opened after the presentation session ends. Ladies and gentlemen, in the midst of the coronavirus pandemic, the new norm of restrictions, quarantine and social distancing have altered our usual face-to-face activities. We are forced to pivot our instructions online to allow teaching and learning to continue, and this forced us to battle with many new challenges. Teachers across the nation are now creatively adapting to the new educational norm of remote online teaching. We have heard many stories of how Malaysian teachers have walked the extra mile to adapt and ensure continuous quality education for their pupils. From blended learning to technology-rich lessons, teachers now have to be innovative in circumventing the challenges to our new educational norm. Thus, in relevance to this, the title of our webinar today is Levitate Online Learning with Loom. Wouldn't it be nice if your students can watch your teaching videos and replay them anytime they want? Well, not to worry. With Loom, you can now record both you and your screen, scribble your screen, share it to a specific group, and make it public. We are fortunate to have with us this morning a special guest speaker who is no longer stranger to the technology-based language learning. She has come to us with a new item to the list of innovative ways of teaching the English language online. Dr. Zuhana Mohd Zin is a senior lecturer who holds a bachelor in teaching English as a second language from UKM, masters and PhD in applied linguistics from UPM. She has been teaching in Universiti Teknologi Malaysia since 1996 and built her career with the university until now. Her research interest is in reading literacy in higher order reading skills and 21st century reading literacy skills, particularly in the area of digital literacy, information literacy, and 21st century teaching and learning practices for language classrooms. She is currently actively engaged in consultation work with PISA Reading Literacy Team at Ministry of Education Malaysia and training ESL educators and postgraduate students. She has published widely in referred journals and book chapters in English language studies in higher education and a reviewer for Malaysian journals. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Dr. Zuhana Mohd Zin.
Okay, Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to everybody.
Good morning, Dr. Zhu. I'm definitely happy and honored to have you here today. Thank you very much for spending and sparing your time with us today.
You're most welcome.
So we shall move straight to our session, as I'm sure everyone is very eager to hear so much from you on the topic today, Dr. Zhu. So without further ado, please welcome Dr. Zuhana Mohd Zin to start the webinar.
Okay, Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to everybody. Thank you to Puan Yasmin for the lovely introduction of myself. Without further ado, I would like to start my presentation on Loom application for teaching and learning. Okay, before we start, and of course, I have to briefly explain to you what Loom is all about. Yeah. Okay. All right. So, what is Loom? Loom is a type of application, yeah, for you to record your videos, or it is what we know as a screen recording that will be able to enable you to share your videos, yeah, instantly to your students, yeah, for your students to see. I'm sure by now that we are very familiar with the asynchronous mode of teaching and also synchronous mode of teaching. Yeah, so Loom application is one way of a asynchronous mode of teaching where it is not a face-to-face meeting time, yeah, where students do not attend your online session real time. Okay, unlike the normal online learning that you have with your students every day. Okay, Loom application or a synchronous mode of teaching is one way of you do a pre-recorded lecture or lesson for your students to use it later or refer to your video later. Okay, I believe that it is a very interesting and good way of giving the students the alternative, yeah, to reach out to your lesson. Okay, when you use Loom, you can record your camera, your microphone and desktop simultaneously. Okay, what motivates me to use this application is, you know, during this COVID-19 situation, we are all being like thrown into a situation where we are all struggle to choose what is the best way for us to teach our students, yeah, to deliver our lesson. And so I come upon this application, and I feel that it is quite easy for you to learn, and it's fun. And because of that, I would like to share this application with you for you to explore and use it with your students. Yeah. Okay. I myself would not I wouldn't call myself as a technology person, you know, because when it all started, I'm also not that I would say skillful in using all the technology in teaching. However, I feel that this Loom application is an application that is quite easy to use, and I would say that it will ease your burden to deliver your lesson with your students, and I will explain this further later. Yeah. Okay. As I mentioned earlier, when we had to, suddenly had to do our teaching online, we are all being given a lot of training, on the Google Meet, on Zoom, in order on how to do online learning with our students. Okay. However, in some situations, we cannot deny that some of the students are not accessible to devices and also the infrastructure. They have problems to connecting to the internet. They don't have enough data to attend your online session. So there are these students, what we call the marginalized students, may not be able to attend your online session and learn from you, like, effectively. And so and our students also have other problems. I mean, students are also human just like us, and sometimes even if they attend your online session, they are probably sleepy, they are hungry, and all these human factors might affect their concentration and their understanding of the online learning as well. So this Loom application is one way for you to help these students, to follow your lesson, okay, and to get the idea and attend your lecture. I would say lecture in the sense that it's not like the word associated with university. What I would say is lecture in terms of what the content that you would like to deliver to your students, okay. And because of this situation that our students face, and the hindrance, I would say the hindrance, for them to attend your online session, okay, we as educators believe that education should be available or accessible to all. And because of this, Loom application will be able to help you to deliver your content to your students, even if they are not able to attend your online session, your real-time online session, okay? And now, in the 21st century, learning actually takes place anytime and everywhere, where they get access to your content, even after classroom hours. So this is the beauty of learning in this situation, and also learning in the 21st century. Okay. While we as teachers, we understand that teachers, we cannot guarantee the outcome. The outcome here, I meant the students' performance. We cannot guarantee that, even though we have tried our best. However, I believe that we as teachers can try our very best to provide the best practices or other alternative for our students, or for us to reach out to our students, and for our students to be able to learn something from us. Okay. So some of you might be wondering, what do you gain by learning this Loom application along with many other applications available, or you have attended the sessions before? I would say that it is, of course, it is another alternative to the already available application, that you have learned, okay, or you have exposed to. Okay, but I would say we as teachers, like myself, everybody were given like between 3 to 5 classes, in a session. In our case, in every semester, and probably we are also given the same level of students to teach. Okay, and as teachers, we follow the curriculum, and we basically, I believe, yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, that we also are teaching the same thing over and over again. I mean, the content that we deliver to the students over and over again. All right. So if you use the Loom application where you record your record your session, it can reduce your burden of explaining the similar topic again and again to the students. Okay, all right. So your students from different groups, yeah, can access to your videos, to your lesson or to your lectures or even to your notes, because you can record anything that you would like to record, yeah, your PowerPoint presentation, your Word document, or even you can only record yourself if you want to just give them a few tasks. All right, so it's very flexible, and I think it would help your students better and you as teachers as well. All right. So if they cannot attend your session because of reasons that that we sometimes cannot control, yeah, during this pandemic period in the online learning situation, your videos, yeah, or your, I would say, yeah, your recorded videos, yeah, can be a very good reference to your students, yeah, for them to refer to even outside classroom hours. So I think this is a wonderful idea to help you and also the students to learn more from you. Okay. You as teachers also, if you have recorded several videos of your lesson, you can create your own library of resources, of your lesson. And sometimes we teach our students in the classroom, and somehow when we get back the task that we have given them, they somehow do not follow whatever that we have instructed them to do. Okay, well, the students are being students. Sometimes they don't listen. So if you recorded it, so your students can refer to your notes whenever that they want to, in order to help them to complete their task. Yeah? For example, you want to teach on how to write a topic sentence, or how to write a paragraph, yeah, understanding a character in a novel, yeah, and even if you want on that particular day you want to show to your students or tell your students the strategies to answer comprehension questions, so you record yourself and share with your students, and they can refer to your notes, to your lectures anytime they want. So I believe that this is the beauty of this Loom application to help your students. Yeah. At the same time, since we are all been very active in learning, some of us are quite active in learning all this application to help you to deliver your lesson or your content. Some of you might be wondering whether is it going to be relevant, yeah, after the COVID era. I myself am positive that this particular application will still be relevant, because even if after this you have a usual face-to-face session with your students, you can always create these resources, yeah, or library of your videos to share with your students anytime you want, because I know by now that we all have WhatsApp group with our students, and also sometimes we also have a Telegram group. So I would say that you still be relevant, and I don't think by learning this, it would only be during the COVID-19. Yeah. Okay. So let's move on to my next slides. Okay. Now, let's straight away move to how are you going to install your Loom application. Okay. The beauty about this Loom application is, it's free for educators. Yes, they allow you to use it for free. In fact, some of the people in business, yeah, they have to pay for this particular application, but for educators, you can use it for free. Okay, so you just Google Loom for education or Loom for educators, yeah, on your Google search. All right, and after you search for Loom for educators, this is what you get here on your screen. Okay, Loom for education. All right, and you have two options there. Yeah? Get Loom for free and also verify education account. Okay, in order for you to get a free use of Loom application, you need to verify your email address. Yeah? And this email address has to be an institutional email address. Like myself, I use email address from UTM, and I know most of your teachers are given a email address from Ministry of Education. So register yourself using that email address. Okay, and the Loom administrators will have to verify your address first, yeah, before you can use Loom for free, yeah, for educators. Okay, it's very easy, you don't worry. You click verify education account. There are a few questions you have to choose that you are using as educators. Give them your email address, and then you just have to answer several very short questions, very easy. You submit, and then you wait for them to verify your email address. Okay, it's that simple, you don't worry. Okay, and then another option there, get Loom for free. When you click get Loom for free, this is where you are given the options to download the application. Yeah, okay. All right. Once they have verified your email address, like myself, it took only about a few minutes. Yeah, it depends. Maybe some of you, I read that they have to wait for about like 1 to 2 days. But from my own experience, I just received the notification of the verifications about like a few minutes. Yeah, after I fill out the form. Okay, so once you get this notification in your email, then you're good to go. You can always install the application. All right. Now, when you click that Loom for Educators, you will get the personal library screen. Okay, and then when you want to record a video, you click record the video or a video. All right, you will be asked to install the application. Now in this case, you are given two options, whether you want to download it to your laptop or to your use a desktop application, or to your desktop, or you want to opt for Chrome extension. Okay, as for myself, I have downloaded it to my laptop. That's why I choose desktop application. All right. You can also opt for Chrome extension, and when you click Chrome extension, you just follow the instruction. It's very, very easy, very user friendly. You don't have to worry about that. Okay, but you need to install the Chrome extension in order for you to use Loom. All right. Okay. For desktop application, like in any situation where you download an application, you just have to follow the instructions through. Okay, so when you click the download application, you have to follow the instructions. As usual, you have to agree to the guidelines, to the rules, and everything is good to go. Okay. All right. Maybe some of you are wondering what are the differences between desktop application and Chrome extension. Okay. When you download the application on desktop or use desktop application, you are accessible to many other functions, okay, which are not available in the Chrome extension. Okay, so there are more functions. We know that Loom application allow you to scribble, or there is a drawing tool. Okay, and you are able to record your video longer. Okay, 45 minutes. Yeah, you are given 45 minutes to record your lesson or your lecture. Yeah, okay. And if you download the application, you can record across any browser application, Safari, Microsoft Edge, Google, of course. Okay. All right. For Chrome extension, if you don't want to download, if you're worried that it might affect the storage of your desktop or your computer or your laptop, you can opt for Chrome extension. Okay. Chrome extension, Loom application on Chrome extension allow you very easy recording from the Chrome browser. Okay, so if you want to do a very simple video recording of your lesson, then you probably might want to choose Chrome extension. Okay. However, the functions that you that available for you will be a little bit limited. Yeah. For example, you are not able to scribble, yeah, or you are not able to access the drawing functions. All right, and you're also unable to record from other applications of the browser. You can only record whatever that you access from Chrome. Okay, but I would say it is still a good a good platform for you to explore first, yeah, before you decide that you want to install permanently the application in your laptop. Okay, all right. Right, so when you download the application, of course you have to wait for further instructions. You run the ESA file as usual, and after you have completed everything, yeah, in my case, once I've completed the downloading, install it in my laptop, you're ready to go, and you will see this Loom icon on your desktop. Okay, so if you get the Loom icon on your desktop, which means that you have finished installing it, you have successfully installed the application, and you are ready to go. Okay, ready to explore the application, yeah, for yourself. Okay, maybe the icon is a bit too small. All right, so this is the icon that should appear on your desktop. All right, and you should sometimes it also appears in the tab, yeah, in the tab. Right, okay, so when you already installed the Loom application, and when you click, this is what you can see, what you will see on your screen. Okay, the three elements here. Okay, and okay, so when you start recording, I just give you a very brief, I'm running through a very brief introduction, yeah, to this Loom application. Once you have finished your recording, your lesson, okay, then I would like to show you here that you can also communicate with your students. Your students can respond, yeah, to your video, just like the YouTube channel. So I think it would be fun for the students. They like to engage themselves in all this, in all these activities. Yeah. Okay. So the FAQ questions. Yeah. Most of you might be wondering, what is the video storage limit? If you register yourself as an educator, you can use Loom application for educator. You have unlimited storage ability. That is the beauty of this application. Yeah. So how long can I keep my videos on Loom? You can keep your videos on Loom application for as long as you wish, as long as you did not you don't delete it from Loom, then it will be there. It will be stored in cloud. Yeah, it will store in cloud. Okay, so if you do delete it, it will be there. You can access to it anytime you want. Okay, how long can my videos be? And again, the beauty of registering yourself as an educator, and you get it for free, you can record yourself up to 45 minutes. But we all know that our students have a very short concentration span. They might not want to listen to a long lecture or a long lesson. Okay, so for any asynchronous mode of teaching, it is advisable that you only record yourself between 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, just like you see any YouTube channels, yeah, they record themselves about, like, I don't know, the maximum would be like 15 minutes for you to be able to get the viewers' attention. Just so similar with your students, if you have a long recording or long content that you want to deliver to your students, I suggest that you cut it, you record it part by part, yeah. All right, and then you share with your students. Okay, so basically that is all that I would like to share to you, a brief introduction about Loom application. um, so if everything is good, you have downloaded everything, so on your, let's give it a try, yeah. I'm going to show you how to record, yeah, yourself using Loom application after this. Okay, so just give me a few minutes, yeah, to share the information. Pleasure. To share my screen.
Are you okay, doctor?
Yes, yes, I'm sharing
Okay.
yeah, my screen.
Okay. You're going to show us on how to use Loom, right?
Yes, yes, yes. So give me a few minutes.
Okay, doctor.
Hmm. I hope the internet won't fail me. All right, let me cancel. Okay, I'm not sure why.
You can't share, doctor?
Yeah, it says here, StreamYard Google Chrome is not responding. So what should I do?
Okay, try to unshare.
Mm-mm.
Is the tab active, doctor? Is your
Uh,
StreamYard active?
no, 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 no. Should I close it first? I'm not sure what should I do now.
Okay, maybe you could refresh.
Okay, so give me a few minutes, yeah?
Okay, sure, doctor.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to share again, yeah?
Okay, doctor.
Okay, what do you see now?
We could see your entire screen.
You see the entire
Your
screen. Do you
desktop. Yeah.
my desktop? Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Okay, good. All right. So as you can see, I have already installed the application here on my desktop. So I'm going to open it. You will also take some time, yeah? All right. Okie dokie. Okay, so now you can see I have open loop application on my laptop. Okay, right? So you see the three elements there. You can see the controlling panel, the video recording panel on the left hand side. Okay, you can see yourself here in the bubble. This is what we call camera bubble. Okay, this camera bubble and also the Loom setting. All right. Okay. So I'm going to record my explanation of how to record, yeah, in a short while. All right. So what you need to do when you want to start recording, you click start recording here. Okay. So I'm going to click now. There's a countdown. All right. Okay. Now we can start recording. Okay, so you can see on the left hand side there's a timer here. All right, so once the setting has disappeared, you can see here the timer that shows that you are already being recorded. Yeah. Okay, so this is the controlling stop recording panel. Okay, this is if you want to restart. All right. Okay, this is if you want to pause. All right, and you want to cancel. Okay, this controlling video recording panel, and then this is the drawing tool that I mentioned to you before earlier, where you can scribble. So let's try. So you get a few colors options here. So let's say you want to choose yellow. So you choose yellow. All right, and then you can scribble whatever you want to scribble. Okay, you can circle if you want to. You can cross. Okay, this is the drawing tool or the scribbling tool that I mentioned earlier. All right, as you can see, it will appear only for a few seconds. Okay, the functions of this tool is only for you to highlight, probably when you record yourself or record your PowerPoint presentation, and because you can also record your Word document. All right, and when you record yourself, you want to do a little bit of marking or highlight the important points that you the facts or figures, yeah, so you can scribble, highlight that. This, I think it functions more like a pointer also, okay, for you to use. All right, okay, there, but it will disappear. You only appear only for a few seconds. All right, okay, done. Now, if you look at the control panel, the video bubble here, you are given several options. Yeah, this, if you click that one, then your camera bubble will disappear. Okay, so you give me a few minutes to. Yasmin, are you with me?
Yes, doctor, I'm here.
All right. Okay. I'm so sorry. Just now I accidentally closed it, but okay.
It's
Anyway,
okay.
all right. So let me try again. Yeah.
Okay.
Um, okay. Just now the recording has stopped. Yeah. So what you get here, the recording has accidentally stopped, before I was able to explain to you further. Okay. Let me close this, or probably delete this first.
The recording will be stored in our library, is it, doctor?
Yes, yes, yes. It was stored in the library. Okay, hang on. Yeah, let's go back to our. What do you see now? What do you guys see now?
Your personal library.
My personal library. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to minimize it. Okay, for a while. Okay.
Is now your desktop?
Now it's back to my desktop. Okay. I am going to. Okay, I on again my webcam.
Okay.
It will take a bit for a while. Okay, so now we are back on. All right. Okay. Just now I accidentally stopped the video. I'm very sorry. So I'm going to continue explaining to you. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, doctor.
Um, we stopped at the drawing tools just now. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Now I would like to direct your attention back again to the camera bubble here. Okay. There are several options down here, as you can see. Yeah. Okay. The second bubble, or the second button, actually shows the current bubble video camera bubble that you see me now. Okay. If you click the third button, it will enlarge. Your face becomes bigger, or your camera bubble will become bigger. Okay. Right, so I'm going to choose a smaller one back again. Okay, the fourth button, yeah, it will only show your webcam, yeah, your camera. Okay, this function probably will be suitable if you want to only record yourself. Okay, and then the fifth one is when you want to switch photo. You can use any photo that you have in your library. In this one, it will detect the photo that I have in my in my Gmail. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. The next button will show you. I mean, this one is just a cosmetics. Yeah. Lunar New Year, early spring. Let's say you want to choose early spring. You click this one, and it will appear on your camera bubble. All right, but this is only for the cosmetic. If you would like to use this function, yeah, for your camera bubble, right? Okay, so I'm going to choose none. I'm going to cancel this. Okay, so I'm back to my normal camera bubble. One thing about this camera bubble, you can move it anywhere you want. Okay, anywhere you want, where you want to place yourself. All right. Okay, now I would like to explain to you about the setting, the Loom setting here. I'm going to share you only the basic information about the Loom setting. All right. When you want to record yourself, you are given 3 options here. Okay. Maybe the internet is... I always choose screen and camera. Screen and camera is what you see me right now. You see the screen, yeah, yourself, because I feel that this function would allow me to direct or direct the students' attention to my cursor and show them wherever that I want to concentrate, yeah, on my explanation, yeah, on the lesson that I would like to teach them on. Okay, so I also always use the full screen. Okay, just what I mentioned just now, you can choose from the camera bubble here. If you want to record only your face, that means you choose the 4th button here. Okay, and if you just want to, you don't want your students to see yourself like what you see me now, you can close the camera bubble. Okay, you can click here, that is closed. All right, and you can start recording. Okay, so when you start recording, as what I showed you just now, you can click start recording and you're all good to go. Okay, all right. Also make sure that your camera is ready to go. Yeah, you can test yourself. Okay, one thing good about the Loom application is you can always restart yourself here using this controlling menu here. Yeah, you can actually really manage your video. All right, if somewhere along your recording you feel that there is a long pause, so you want to restart, you can click the restart button. Okay, if you want to pause for a while because you have other things suddenly that came into in the middle of your recording, so you can click the pause button. Yeah, and if suddenly after you have finished recording and or maybe in the middle of it that you decide you just want to cancel it, you know, altogether, then you cancel it. All right, so these controlling menu are the one that will control your recording. Yeah, okay, all right, so basically that is all that I would like to show you. Let me close this for a while. Okay, all right, so now do you see my personal library here? Yasmin?
Yes, doctor.
All right. Okay. So now what you can see is my personal library. After you have finished recording yourself, your video will appear in your personal library automatically. All right. Once you click the stop button of your recording, it will appear here in your personal library. Yeah. Okay. So here I have a few sessions of my recording. Okay, so these are all this is my library, my video library as what we see. Okay, so let's say we open this. Okay, when you open this, all right, okay, what you can do is you can change the title. Let's say this one, you change it to practice or Loom practice, for example. And the topic is on systematic literature review, so I put the SLR. All right. Okay. So there you go. You can change the title of your video. All right. There are several functions here, okay, which you can explore later, but video preferences, call to action, thumbnail. The thumbnail is only available if you subscribe to Loom Pro, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, but what I would like to draw your attention to is to the trim video. This, you can use this function to edit your video. This is the beauty of Loom application. Yeah. All right. So if you want to trim or edit your video, you click here. Okay. All right. Let's say in your recording there was a long pause, for example, and sometimes during the recording something happened, something fell down, so you want to cut that particular video. All right. So you click the start trimming. Okay, and you click the start trimming. You can see these two I would say functions here where you can adjust them at what particular point that you would like to edit. Yeah, alternatively, you are given a timer here. Okay, so if you, because after you have recorded yourself, you probably have looked at it, okay, and you have identified the specific time that you want to edit, then you can also choose here. I think that one would be much easier rather than you want to adjust this this trimming function here. Okay, but anyway, you can do it either way that you prefer. All right, so once you have decided which part that you want to edit, all right, so there is a scissors icon here. You would like to remove that particular part, so you click remove here, okay, and publish changes. You click publish changes, so you have to wait for a while. As you can see here, there's an emoji also down here, just like your WhatsApp, you know, so you can use this with your students when they respond to your videos. Okay. You can also chat with them at the comment section here, but this can only be done after you have shared the video with your students. Yeah. Okay.
Can we make our video public, Doctor?
Of course you can. Hang on. Yeah.
Okay.
You will decide to make it public after you have you're very satisfied with the video already, okay, or if you have done the editing, if you wish, okay, then you can publish it, then you can play your video. So today I would like to, okay, so you can play again and see whether it has already edited the certain parts that you had edited before. But once you have clicked that scissors but icon, it is already edited. All right. Okay. So once you are satisfied with it, what you can do here, you can see the copy video link here on the top right hand corner. Okay. Here, as what Yasmin asked, you can decide whether you want to share publicly. Okay, when you share public, everybody can access to your video. You can share it to your, if you have your own YouTube channel. Yeah, I know some of you have your own YouTube channel. I don't. Okay, you can share it public. If you want to only share for specific people, for example, you do your own recording, or your students do their own recording, and they only want to share it with you. Okay, so you can click specific people and you add the email address here. Okay. If you make it private, that means you are the only person who can see your own video. All right. So ideally you make it public because you want to share it with your students. Yeah. Okay, right. So if you click share here, this is where you are going to copy the link, all right? And then you can share on your Twitter, your Facebook, and also in the Gmail. Okay, this one I have shared it with somebody, and that person has already responded here. Okay, so this is where you're gonna have your chatting session with your students. Okay, now if you want to share it with your students in the WhatsApp group, in the Telegram, okay, or even you want to share in your Google Drive, okay, Google Classroom Drive, what you have to do is you have to download first. Yeah, you have to download first here. Okay, click download, and it will be downloaded. Okay, so I guess this has finished downloading. All right, so you go to your download folder. This is, and then what you need to do is you need to rename it, because there is kind of too long there. Yeah? You rename it to whatever you want to rename it. Let's say I want to rename it as Loom Practice. Okay. Okay. Okay, Loom Practice 1. Okay, so it's done. Then you okay. So this, you have already renamed it. If you want to share with your, then you send to your document. So it will be available in the document. Okay, so you will find your file in the document, and in the document, Loom Practice 1. Let's see. There. Okay. Hi, everybody. So today I would like to. So this is the video that you're gonna share with your students, but you have to download it first. Yeah. Okay. So we are done. Choose that particular video to share with your students. Upload it to your Google Classroom, and we are ready to be shared with your students. Okay, I think that's all that I would like to show you today. So I'm going to close this. All right, so that's all of my sessions today. How to use Loom for your PDPR, as what you normally call it. As you can see, you can share whatever lesson that you recorded with your students in any platform that you wish to share. Okay, email them, share on the YouTube, share on your Facebook, share with them on your IG if you have. So you have several options, yeah. So I believe that this would be a fun way to, an alternative way to for your teaching, yeah, for you to share your lesson with your student. But I personally feel that when we record our session and share with our students, yeah, our students can always use our lecture or the notes that we shared with them uh, after classroom hours, and that will save a lot of our time to explain and explain again, yeah, with them. So I think that's all from me. Okay.
Okay, thank you very much for your insightful session, Doctor. Well, online teaching has become a hot trend recently, and I'm sure this session has enlightened us, the teachers, on how we can plan a lesson without worrying about our students not being able to watch our lessons. I believe this sharing session is going to guide many of us here today to plan our teachings and get our students motivated and ensure the teaching and learning takes place effectively in the new norm. Without any delay, we shall now continue the webinar with our Q&A session.
What I showed just now was just the basic Loom application that you can use with your students. There are other other functions that you can explore yourself. Yeah, but I can guarantee you they are very easy to use, very user friendly. So for those of you who have the anxiety level using technology in the classroom, yeah, I don't think that I don't think it's going to be a problem for you. Mm-mm.
Okay, Doctor.
Can we access our Loom library offline? You have to download it because your video will be stored in cloud. Okay, so I don't think that you can access it offline. If you can access it offline, if you have downloaded it, download your video. Okay, keep it in your personal file in your laptop. Then you can access to it, and you can share with your students anytime.
So we need to download it in order
Yes,
for
I
us to
think
access it
download it.
offline.
If you don't download it, you can always share the link, okay, with the student. They can also see, but of course it cannot be done offline.
Okay, Doctor, does it take up much data when students watch it? When they watch online?
I think you will like watching any other videos.
Oh, okay.
It's like watching any other video. So that's why I suggest you do not have a very long recording. Make
Okay.
it short. Make it short, yeah. Okay.
Okay, Doctor. So the next, can I sign in Loom using my Yahoo email?
No, you can't. You can, but you will not get the privilege of using it for free. Like you can record it for 45 minutes and use other functions. If I'm not mistaken, it's like if you use your Yahoo emails, like you are just using it for trial version. The trial version, you see. You can only,
Or the
I
free
think.
version?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the free
But
version has a limit to it.
yeah, as an educator, I strongly suggest that you register using your institutional email address so that you get all the benefits from it.
We can access Loom using our Delima account, right?
Come again?
We can access Loom using our Delima account.
I'm not so sure what with the Lima
It's
account.
our MOE ID.
Yes, yes, yes. If you mention MOE, yes, yes, of course. I think so you can. Because all of you were given the email address by the Minister of Education, right? So use that
Yes.
one. Use
Okay,
that one.
Doctor.
Because other people have to pay for it.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. You can share the link without downloading it. Yes, your video will be stored in the cloud. All right. Yeah. If you uh-uh.
So we can share the link instead of downloading it.
Yes, you can still do it. You can still do it. Okay. But
Okay.
in my case, at the university, we have to use our own e-learning platform. Okay. So when we use our own e-learning platform, we're given like some marks for it. So that's why, in that case, if I want to share it in another e-learning platform, I would download it first and share there. Okay, if not, I
Oh,
would just share the link, you see, which is also, it can be done. It can be done. It's just a matter of your preferences. Okay.
so can we see who are watching our videos?
Well, if you share it with your student, definitely your students are the ones who are going to watch your videos. Okay.
If
If
we
you
share
share
it
it,
publicly?
publish it to the YouTube channel, it's open.
Okay.
It's open.
Because in the Loom application, we can share it with the public.
Mm.
So
Or
do we
to
know who watched our videos?
uh, I'm not so sure of how, I think it can.
It only shows the number of views.
It's in
So
your,
if
the thing is, the video is in your library. You see, so if you do it like public, because it is stored in the cloud, okay. I believe that, yeah, unless you want to share it with specific people, you share it with the specific people lah. Okay.
okay,
So we'll see whether you can watch my video on it without me knowing it. Because so far I will just like, share with my students. No, no, no. There will not be any watermark. Yes, this is the beauty of this particular Loom application. Okay.
okay, doctor.
Mm-mm. So
So
I do hope that some of you will give it a try and see whether your students like it or whether it can really ease your burden. I would say it will ease your burden in explaining certain things. You see, like giving instructions, or you consider this as your short lecture for your students, yeah, and they can refer to your short lecture whenever they want, anytime, anywhere. That's the whole idea about this 21st century learning is all about, yeah. Mm.
yes, doctor. So
Mm-mm.
we have come to the end of the Q&A session, doctor. Thank
Mm-mm.
you, Dr. Zuhana Mohd Zin, for answering the questions, and a very big thank you for joining and sharing with us today. We hope to see you again for more sharing sessions. Any last words from you, Dr. Zu?
Last one, I do hope that whatever that I share today will benefit you as much as it has benefited me. I enjoy. I myself consider as a camera shy person, but I think yes, yes. But I think that sharing this with students would really ease my burden. Yes, and I think they would. I think I would use this more, and I do hope they will enjoy using this application with your students as well. Okay.
Okay, thank you again, doctor. So this marks the end of our webinar, ladies and gentlemen. Before we end, please remember to access the following link and fill in the feedback form. Okay, a gentle reminder. There will be a competition in relation to the webinar. The criteria of the competition and the rules and regulations can be found on our Negeri Sembilan chapter's Facebook page. Please do check out our page, right? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, please remember to access the following link and fill in your details to earn professional development hours in your SPL KPM, as well as to generate your e-certificate of participation, which will be emailed to you very soon. Finally, please remember that the recording of the entire webinar will be made available on the Melta Negeri Sembilan chapter YouTube channel and Facebook page. So please share this information with your colleagues and friends as well, so more people can benefit from the session. We from the Melta Negeri Sembilan chapter would like to thank our wonderful guest speaker today, And thank you for joining us, and we hope that you are able to take away a lot of useful information and new ideas with you. For your information, Melta Negeri Sembilan chapter is planning to organize more webinars on other topics related to education. If you have a suggestion or would like to share your experience of our webinar, do drop us a message in the chat or comment section. Have a wonderful weekend, stay safe, and goodbye.